that is what led me to Business Tools, My Customers. And then you'll see this screen, and it's got some quick tabs up here where you can place if you have a new product order and your client's already in the system, you can click new order. If you need to put a new client in the system, new client is up at the top. I call them clients, not customers most of the time, but the Mary Kay word is customer on InTouch. So you can go to manage your customers, and this is where you translate this. You put everything that your client has given you on her profile card into My Customers, and there's lots of reasons on why you do that, and I'm going to go through them. So I'm going to pull up one of my really great Hostess with the Mostesses to show you, and you know what we show here on the screen. You know, a trustworthy woman. I'm not going to share her information. Where'd she go? Oh, you do yours back. Megan's called up on her. Oh, it's okay. I'll adjust. Okay, so Casey is an amazing client of mine, and she kind of has all the elements, and that's why I picked her. So when you enter her information, it's going to be right here for quick viewing, when her birthday, her anniversary, vacation, her husband's information. I contact him at Christmas and Mother's Day, maybe sometimes our birthday. He was like, just get her whatever. I'm like, no, you have to give me a budget or I'm gonna go crazy. Like, I have your credit card in front of me. You might want to tell me where you're comfortable. And then so on the profile card, when she clicks her preferences, it puts it all right there. And then her facial features, all right there. So what you can do is then under products, since all the information is there, recommended, and it will show you at your fingertips what her recommended products are. So it takes the guesswork out. So like maybe it's like, Casey and I she's a good preferred client, so we get together on the rig, but maybe it'd been a while since I'd seen her and I was missing her and wanted to reach out, but didn't really know what to reach out to her about, except for that it has been a while. So I can come on here and look and like, okay, here's her recommended products. What hasn't she tried yet? And it's right there. I don't have to do I don't have to take a whole lot of time to do like a lot of research to figure that out. It's right here at my fingertips. And it makes you look really professional that I just have all of that right there. The other thing that's really good is under products is her wish list. Because we all know a lot of times our eyes can be bigger than our wallet in a moment. And so this is where I use the notes on the back of her profile card when I'm with her, and it's like her first appointment. She's like, well, I'm going to get this and this a day, but I want to get this and this on payday, or I get a bonus, or it's my birthday, or so-and-so's birthday's coming up. I'm not ready to purchase a gift, but I want to get this for her later. I can go in and add an item to her wish list. She tells me what she wants and I add it. So that way she's like, oh, I'm ready to go ahead and get that product now. Okay, what product was that? I now know because it's right here. Like especially like with eye colors and lip colors. Like that one color, that one hand. This makes you look really good. Like I'm a mind reader and I just remember all of that information. It's all up here. The activity summary is really cool because I can kind of just get a bird's eye view of her as my client. Her orders are all going to be right here. And let's see, recommended previously purchased. So sometimes clients, it might have been a while since they've ordered a product and they might not remember the name of the product that they want to reorder. And you're like, okay. And so you can kind of go back through, describe the product to me, tell me about it, what did it look like, and You can go through her previously purchased products, because when you add her order in here, it keeps track of all those products for you. And I'm like, oh, you need the day solution, not the moisturizer, or the microdermabrasion step 1, not the facial cleanser, because sometimes, we're the beauty experts, not them. So sometimes they don't remember what the product's called, and that has helped me avoid a lot of confusion. And then I love reorder reminders. So there's where the fabulous 2 + 2 + 2 comes into play, and I'll show you that in just a second. But this kind of shows me what she hasn't reordered. She is pretty tan, and so she hasn't ordered light to medium CC cream in quite some time. She's been doing the medium to deep. So I can kind of look back through here and if I'm following up with her, I'm like, oh, by the way, how are things going with your Microderm Refine? I have a reorder reminder for you, but I noticed it's been a while. Are you still using that product? And so these are just utilizing these resources or ways of creating that dialogue, that consultant to client dialogue. And so I really use that. And you can see right here on the side where it shows you like her reminders, you can add a reminder. So like she had gone on vacation and I knew that I wanted to follow up with her to check. Just like I like to build not just a product relationship with my clients, but like a relationship. So if you can see right here, notes is a feature that I still not utilize to the best that I could, but I really want to. It's something I really strive to, because in my corporate job, any conversation that took place between me and one of my clients had to be documented. And I don't know why I didn't carry that habit over into my Mary Kay business, but I do, like, so, you know, she kind of, there was one time that we were at a session and she told me that, like, she and her sister were going through some stuff. And so I, you know, make a note, and I kind of made these up, put these in here, but these were in my head with Casey because I see her enough that it's easy for me to remember. But I might put, like, you know, she was having trouble with her. So the next time I see her, or the next time I reach out to her, I can follow with, hey, how is Hawaii? Or hey, are things going okay with you and your sister the last time we talked? You know, so it helps me remember stuff. And then this is a true story. This one right here, she got the Midnight Red lipstick from me, but she's having trouble with it. Well, both are true stories, but you know what I mean. It's having trouble smudging. So my suggestion to her was, well, when we get together for your party on Saturday, I'll bring the age fighting lip primer and lip liner sample, and I'm sure that will take care of the problem, because she was thinking that maybe she wanted to product replace the product. I'm like, well, you really love the color, so before we do that. And then I can remember that we had this conversation, and so I don't have to, like, oh, what did we talk about the other day? You know, it's all, it kind of helps me keep my brain organized. There's a new virtual makeover tool right here that you can use, but I'm going to go ahead and go to reminders. Just check out the virtual tool kind of independently. But so I'm not going to click on that because it's probably embarrassingly long. But you could, if I clicked on that, it's going to populate a list a mile long of reminders that I need to follow up on. But one thing I would stress about using InTouch is to log into InTouch every day. It'll help keep you current on Mary Kay happenings. Like, I've been following, like, all the stuff with Hurricane Florence and what's going on with that. When something, you know, big has happened in our Mary Kay world, when they changed the DIQ program again, you know, that sort of thing. But also, having the habit of logging in daily to check on your reminders and check on your customers is just kind of a part of my daily routine. And it will tell me who has a birthday. So Amanda's birthday is today, so I make sure that I reach out to her, and I did this morning. And then I need to check on Priscilla. It's her 2-day reminder is right here, so then I can click order. And you're going to see that Priscilla reordered her foundation, primer, and finishing spray. So, like, hey, and she's my mother-in-law, so I sent that home with my father-in-law this weekend because she didn't come in. So today, I'll just text her like, hey, did I get you those products okay? How'd you like the lipstick samples that I put in the order? Did you get a chance to try them? And so on. So that's like a 2-day reminder, just to kind of explain that really quick. And then a 2-week reminder is going to be like, hey, how are you liking the results from the product that you purchased. Do you have any questions? Are you using it as directed? That sort of thing. And then the third 2 is 2 months. Mary Kate, and when you put the orders into this system, it may not be quite 2 months, but they'll get you a reorder. There's a 2-month follow-up, and then it'll also give you a reorder reminder based on that product's specific use update. So in 2 months, you just want to make sure that she's not running out. Maybe the new catalog has rolled out. So it's kind of just like, hey, it's been a while, I'm checking in, are things still going good? That sort of thing. And then you'll get the reorder reminders, which is super phenomenal. And you can tell when you first enter a new customer's information in, you can sign her up for Beauty News. I always ask about that first. So a lot of times, just to be honest, I kind of unclick Beauty News because in the beginning, I was leaving all of them clicked and clients were unsubscribing from all. So then if I had a personal email communication that I wanted to send out, I was not able to send it to that client. And I did some kind of research, like, why are all my clients opting out of emails? Like, I don't email them that often. And a lot of it was because they felt like Beauty News was coming out a little too often for their liking. So if I really think that it's a client that's going to want to be all in with the information, I'll ask her if she wants to enroll to receive those emails, but most of the time, just right, wrong, or otherwise, I click that one. But I do leave MKE cards because that's what I do, and product reorder reminders, because like this month, my list of follow-ups has gotten a little behind, and so, but Mary Kay is still going to send those reorder reminders out via email. And it weirds me out too, because it's like, hey, I got your email, and I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, Mary Kay. Or they'll respond to the email and it'll come to me, and I'm like, oh yeah. So because that's kind of a newer thing that they've been doing. They didn't have that when I first started using my customers. So e-cards are up here. Let me go back. So you can click on someone's name, send e-card. This is a really good tool to use for a birthday. Oh, see, she's. So if you've got a holiday open house that you're planning, if you're really excited about a new product, see they have the new Live Fearlessly Eau de Perfume you can use as a banner. So if you just want to market your business, if you want to send a thank you email to a new customer, they're just playing around on here. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. So I use this for big events that I'm doing, like my twice-a-year kind of bigger events, and birthdays and anniversaries is kind of where, but then you can kind of, you select it, you can customize it, you can choose who it's going to. So the next thing I want to show you is tags. You can create a tag, and I have several. But one that I, in particular, will make your life easy is if you do a Santa tag or a gift giving tag, so that anybody who's included a spouse or a loved one on their profile card for gift giving, when they get put into my customers, I include that tag on their profile, and I'll show you what that looks like. So that when I'm ready to contact, like it's the holiday shopping season, so when I'm ready to start contacting gift givers, I can go to my Santa list and just pull them all up. Yeah, right. That's exciting.
Yeah,
okay.
Me too.
So, and then sometimes when I get, like when I see personality research really coming out and I might want to be really analytical about the data, I might go through my customers list and who hasn't reordered the product. Like maybe they had, that I met them at a party, they bought a product from me, and haven't had much contact with her since, and I might put her in a category of, and some of these I need to clean up, to be honest, but like have not reordered. Double accounts, I have that on here because I will enter my customers in from their profile card, but then if they log into my website, they create their own profile, and I'm not really sure how to avoid that happening.
Several of those.
So I just kind of have tagged them when that happens as a double, so that when you do find a solution for that, I know who they are. And then ask for referrals. So it's just like a way of keeping yourself organized. Now, where In Touch is not perfect is that I have found, and I don't know when this happened, but if you go to add tag after you've already created it, it's not there. So just know that that's a thing, and I'm sorry about that. So that's why you'll see more than one PCP tag on my list, more than one Santa tag, because for whatever reason, and I just keep forgetting to email the company about it, but it essentially when you want to add a tag, you just have to do a new tag. So there's a little bit of a frustration here, just heads up. Okay.
So does it like make a duplicate tag? Like if I try to go back and tag some of my customers now?
5 Santa tag?
Yes.
So I can only tag new customers.
Yeah, so basically the first time I went through to do the Santa tag, everybody that because I pulled all my profile cards out of their file and went through and tagged everyone who had a gift giver listed. And then when I went back into when I had a new customer and tried to add the tag, it from that side it didn't do it. However, if you go into her information after it's already entered, and I hope I'm not, well, when you do it, here's where I think you do it. Nope, it's still showing me tags. So it used to be, I don't know what happened, but it used to be that you could see all the tags. So I'm not sure.
To drop down of what you've already created.
But for some reason, it has disappeared because it was there once upon a time, and now it's not.
Because that, we'll work on that and see if we can get you an answer. Cindy and I will take that as our homework, because I think the tags, if we're going to utilizing this to manage our customers, the tags could be game changing.
Yes.
If you don't have to recreate the wheel to create new things.
Footballers or hostesses.
Or who's tried the new mask.
Yeah.
Like it's like a checklist.
So the other thing I want to show you under my customers that is awesome is you can go and look up who all had a birthday in September, and I organize it by date. And then on the sheet that Ashley gives us to help us set up our month, where it's like who we follow up with from last month, who has a birthday this month, who has an anniversary this month, I just transfer everybody to that list in order. But you can send them an e-card. They have their mailing addresses right here if you want to send them a physical card. You can print it. You can export it to Excel. And this is where you print your preferred customer report. And go to enroll preferred customers, not history, because history is going to populate everybody's name every time you ever enrolled them.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the purpose of that would be, but it's there. So then that's how you print. Oh, we haven't enrolled, so that's why there's no difference. There's holiday. And so you can customize when you go to print this, you can customize which columns you want to see. Because maybe I don't want to see her last order date, or maybe I don't want to see her email, but I want to make sure I have more space for notes. And you can organize your list portrait or landscape when you go to print it. And I normally try to do landscape so I have more place for writing notes. Okay, so then you can also organize your customers, like if you just wanted to do like customers by location, that's gonna order people by their zip code, or you can order it by their zip code. So sometimes like if your director is like, you're having trouble with leads and you reach out to your director and like, hey, I need some like deeper strategy on New Rivers of leads, she might say, well, print out your customer list, and you could print out by zip code, and then you can kind of see the patterns, like here's all the women that live in this zip code, or where do I not, what zip code do I not have a whole lot of clients? Like I currently now have 5 clients who became my clients in the Knoxville area that have moved to Nashville. So I'm really trying hard to have a couple of them host a party or 2 for me in the Nashville area so that I can go see them more and start growing my business in that area. So pray for me, y'all, because that hasn't exactly happened yet, but I'm working on it. So just stuff, there's a lot of different like data points that you can collect, but you need to put your people in my customers to have access to all of this. It's not just for PCP, but there's so much more that you can do with it. So, okay. Customer.
For the record on the tags, if you go through the My Customer app on your phone and you click on tags, it will bring up your list of existing tags and you can select it that way.
Thank you, Megan.
You are
I haven't yet tried that on the app. So
that's a
we're gonna get to that.
Yes, it's a workaround. We'll still try to figure it out, but there you go. There's a short answer in the meantime.
So that segues me into the app. Perfect. Okay, so if you have the app, pull it up because I can't pull it up on my computer. I do need my phone. Can you look at it?
Oh my gosh, I'm playing with this all night.
Yes, it's exciting. Thank you.
Have they fixed it or not fixed it? But do you still have to pay for it?
No,
or do
it's
they make
free.
it free for like ever?
It's free.
That's why.
So, and if you couldn't download it, sit next to a buddy who has it. And Megan's gonna kind of walk around.
I am.
Okay, so this plus sign down here is your best friend because you just get plus. The girl's profile is entering profile information. The Mary Kay shopping bag is how you do an order. The camera, I think, is for maybe taking pictures of your clients, but
can I just say I love that you had, when you pulled up your client list, a photo of your beautiful client.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Because, like, you just changed my life.
she did that when she created her profile through the website. But yeah, I would really love to have a picture of each of my clients.
It's really easy with my customer
Mhm.
because when you go to your customer profile, you just like to edit it. You can just
Click their picture. So this is pretty self-explanatory if you are a smartphone, like you know how to navigate an app. This app is super user-friendly. If you have trouble, let me know afterwards and I'd be glad to meet up with you sometime and help you walk through it independently. You can choose reminders for your clients. You can add a note for your client just very quickly. I love this because I don't have to log into InTouch from my phone every time I need to access something. So this came at a perfect time because I have about 300 women on my client list. Now, some of them just order an eyeshadow and some of them order almost $1,000 a year from me. So but I keep track of like all of that because my customers, utilizing these tools through my customers, has allowed me to keep up with all of those women. So that's been a huge blessing, not to try to keep from people falling through the cracks, you know, so to speak. It's like some people are like, yeah, I met a Mary Kay lady at a party and I don't know what happened to her. She probably didn't utilize my customer. She probably didn't enter her order into the system so that she could choose 2 + 2 + 2. So if you enter an order down at the bottom before you hit complete order, make sure that you hit 2 + 2 + 2 reminder, because once the order is completed through the app, you can't go back and change that at the bottom. But I love how, so if you go under orders for me, Beth just ordered from me yesterday and I was able to deliver her on the spot every single product she ordered, praise the Lord, I had in my inventory. So everything got delivered to her, but I love it because you can actually, like, let's say I gave her a discount on one of her products, like I offered, like let's say she ordered over $200 worth of product with me, I might have offered her the roll-up bag or the cleansing brush at 50% off as kind of a gift for purchase. I could edit just that product's cost and it will factor into the total. I can add in my free gifts with purchase. Let's say I was a little bit behind on entering things into the app. I can edit the date. I can send her an emailed receipt. I can take her payment. I can track her payment type. So if she paid with a check, I can enter the check number and the check amount through the app. Yes. Now I will say that processing a credit card through the My Customers Plus app takes a lot longer because they want you to retype her address and phone number and all that jazz. I typically just go through ProPay to do that and then just click that she's paid it on the app. But then it shows me all of my pending orders, or maybe she is waiting on something, or I haven't marked it as complete yet. And I love this. I can filter this. So one of my favorite things is that I can literally search who has ordered Beach Blonde Cream Eye Color.
Are you serious?
And it will pull up
Recording it
all of the people that have ordered Beach Blonde Cream Eye Color from me by searching through my orders. Now I can filter it so I could see how many of my clients. I can pull up orders through a particular time period. I can pull up orders based on order type, delivery status, tags. Another thing that I love, this is going to be mind blowing, but when you're in your customers list through the app, you can click that check mark and select people, and then you can choose to send them a text message or an email.
No, are you serious?
Through the app. So when I went to swim with manatees, I got on my app and I text all my clients this fun little guess what Barbara Manatee is from, and I will give you a free goodie in your order this week before I leave if you place one with me. But just to let you all know, through this date, from this day, I'll be out of town. Love you, mean it kind of thing. Just send that out. Individual, and it pulls it up so you can customize it. So I can see her name at the top. It pulls up my text message history with my client, so that maybe like that, if I sent that, there might be some clients where if I just sent what I sent would sound a little weird based on the last conversation I had with her, and I want her to know that I'm intentionally sending her, not just the mass text, but it's like, hey, I know I just saw you yesterday, but I forgot to tell you I'm going to be swimming with the manatees. So I can customize it, but it still has the bulk of the message, so it makes it so quick. Especially because you all know I kind of lose my voice sometimes when I really want to call my clients. This has been like a lifesaver.
So it sends that message thread to your regular messaging app on your phone. So if I just pulled her up outside of my customers,
you're going to see
text her, I will see that was a message that I sent her.
Yes.
And that's where my response from her will be.
Yes. So you're not, so even though, say you select 20 people, so say you select 20 people on your list, you are not sending a group text message. It's literally going out. It is individually 20 individual, and you're still going to have to hit send 20 times because to Cindy's point, you're going to have to individualize.
But I love it so that you're not tempted just to, because how many of you hate those mass blasts?
Hey girl, but at the same time, just on the copy and paste function alone, you can, right.
Yes.
There actually is a way to change the reminder.
Once it's done?
Yeah, you can change order info and everything.
Perfect.
Okay, so when you go to your orders, if you go to completed, where you see that, say like just pick one, where the check mark on delivered.
Oh yes, that's exactly how I do it. Yeah, you just uncheck one of delivered products. Okay, so
it doesn't change your date or anything.
I'm about to tell you something really life-changing about the app, but I have 2 other points I want to get to before I end with this one on the app, okay? So you can also do your 6 most important things. And so like I entered like hug Sophie and smile just to kind of get, but they're these little floating bubbles. And then you can just, once it's been done, you just click on it and it's done. And so that's really cute if you need like a visual to like help you where you don't want to pull out your planner to look at your daily page. You can transfer them in here. And I just think that's really cute. I have a team member that uses that. She's really excited about that. And you can create reports. about your products. So it just will show you, well, mine's buffering right now, but look at the product reports because that's pretty amazing stuff. And then the notifications, that isn't your client notifications. Unfortunately, I wish it was, but this is like notifications that Mary Kay wants you to see, mostly pertaining to the app. But one day I hope that they will put the notifications in there so that, because when I go to check my product notifications, for me, the easiest way to do that is still to go on the web and go to my customers and do it that way. Okay, are you ready for the most mind-blowing thing about the app? Yes. So under my inventory, you will notice that there is a camera. Yes. When you click on that camera, it brings up a barcode scanner, and you can scan a barcode on the top of your box, and it will put all the section 1 products from that order into the app, so you can track your inventory. So that way, when I'm on the go and I don't have my inventory in hand, somebody's like, hey, do you have Azure eye color in stock? Let me check my app, and I can tell you that before I'm like, hey, I won't be home for like 6 hours, let me check. You know what I mean? Like if I'm out on a date, I might want to respond to her, so I'm not ignoring her, but I'm not going to be going right home and checking my inventory to make sure I have it. So it's right here. So I'm like, yes, I do. So it doesn't scan in the section 2 stuff. So if you are going to track your section 2, that way you'll have to enter it. So here's what I want to tell you. If you haven't yet put customers in my customers, if you haven't, if you get the app, you're like, Cindy, like I have a full store, like ain't nobody got time for that. Pay someone in product to enter that information for you. Just
get started. Yeah, and so and here's the deal too. So your customers that you manage on the desktop will sync up with the app nicely. You cannot manage your inventory through the desktop. You can only manage inventory through your phone. And
you have to click, if you have 15 Fashion Intensity mascaras, you have to click plus 15 times. It won't let you. So I had a friend of mine come over, and she spent a total of 2 days, 6 hours between both days to put all of my inventory in for me, but it was worth the microdermabrasion and whatever else she wanted from me to have her sit there and do that, because I would not have been a very pleasant person by the end of that experience, but she was happy to do it for some free product, and I was happy to let her. Okay.
It's also a really great date night bonding activity.
Sure. Bethany says make it date night.
And here's another cool thing. If you get multiple packages, like a starting inventory package, if you just send one box, it'll add the whole order.
Yes, it will. It will add
the whole thing.
Yeah. You don't have to scan it.
So in a customer order, you can, sorry, Bethany, I lost my place.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can click whether, so it's like, you can tell whether you deliver the product to her or not. So maybe like, I did not have the Azure in stock, but I had everything else and she's just waiting on that. You can just, don't click that you delivered it to her, and it'll sit in your pending. What's that thing?
So what do you do if you take out of your inventory for yourself?
For me personally, I have a profile under my customers that I place orders under. I have one that's business use. So like if I have a demo use product, I have a profile that keeps track of my demo use product, and then I have a personal use profile as well.
Of course, no.
I got that idea from Teresa group.
I haven't either.
Like, yeah, that's the way that you can track all your business.
That's why my inventory is always off.
So y'all, when a customer goes to order product from you and you want to use your app to process for purchase, you can click on the kind of the middle of the screen, you can click on customer products, and it's going to show you all of her previously purchased products that you can click on from there, or you can browse the catalog right from her profile and add products that way. You can also browse the catalog from the app, but that takes me to another tool where there's other Mary Kay apps, and I encourage you to search your app store. There is a catalog app, there is a makeover app, and then there's some other really cool app stuff coming out. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so then I want to talk a little bit about your personal website. If you don't have one, you should, because it pays for yourself. I got a team member out of it just recently. And I've had lots of people. So when my ladies in Nashville, Ashley has recently introduced me to actually packaging the product on my shelf up and sending it to them, like, and it's more personalized. And I've done that a couple of times now and I've gotten really great response. So thank you for that, Ashley. But you can also use customer delivery service to send orders to your out of town people. So that is something. And then, but through your personal website now, they can do guest checkout. So maybe it's like, she's a real introvert, so she doesn't want like the full consultant relationship, but she just loves her product. And she just searches her zip code. You can have 5 zip codes that you would be searchable under. She finds you, she orders from you, she can do guest checkout without having to provide you her contact information, which always makes me sad when that happens. But I just kind of say a little prayer. And one of my very first online clients called me last week, and I think I left a Voxer message about somewhere, and she just reordered her traditional 3 cream to powders, which I don't ever have on stock because she's the only one, and she'd always normally go through my website to order them. So I customer delivery serviced them to her because she didn't want to wait till I placed my next order, which is totally fine. But she actually called me this time, and it's been 5 years, y'all. And she called me, and I heard her voice for the first time in 5 years. And we're hopefully going to be getting together so I can treat her to a 3D session sometime soon. But never keep up with this stuff, because you never know when those little blessings, like some people just take lots of layers, and that's totally okay. So what's really cool about that is Mary Kay will send up to 2 free samples for you through customer delivery service, and it comes in a cute little box. But I also am now like a big fan of just shipping it yourself because of the personalization. All right, now going back to weekly accomplishment sheets. I think Megan did a really, really great job. I don't really know, other than just showing you that Priscilla and Beth, their orders were automatically already right here because I entered their information through my customers, and it automatically put that in there. So it saves time too, because then you don't have to, and I love my customers and the app because I don't have to keep everyone's profile card with me all the time to keep track of their information. Now I hold on to those forever, and I have a filing system where I keep all of that information at hand, and every now and then I'll have a customer that's I'll refill out a profile card because their products have updated, her information may have changed, that sort of thing. But I really just like to have it at my fingertips through my phone. And then this is why it's super easy to do your weekly accomplishment sheet when you enter them through my customers, because then there's only a few bits of information that you'll need to plug in rather than all of it. And what I love, another thing I love is like, where is it? I would like more information about the following areas. Let your director know, like for me, a lot of times I'll click coaching because I feel like that's like my weakest point. So I'm like, Ashley, I need help with coaching. And so when I submit that to her, she's gonna say, okay, let me check in with Cindy about coaching. So I cannot stress to you enough just how this helps the director consultant relationship. Because one time Ashley looks at, like, your directors actually read this stuff, and she noticed just a couple different patterns where she was able to come and be like, hey, I kind of noticed like the way that you were ordering. Here's a better way you can organize that to save you some more shipping. And I was like, oh, I never thought of that. I'm just frantic. If a client needs something, I don't want to wait. So I'm just going to place an order whether I need to or not. And so you can tell her what your goals are for next week. So that helps with like unit goal planning and things like that. And then I love this. Because I'm all about beating my best. Most of the time, my brain is in a place where I'm like, what did I do last year? What did I do last quarter? What did I do last week? How can I beat my best? Like, I'm a very competitive person, but mostly with myself. I love you all, and I think we all are winners. But so I translate my competitiveness internally so that you all will love me and not hate me. But you can kind of see your averages. So for me, this is how I discovered that my facial sales were higher than my party sales, which is really weird. But I know that there's something in there. There's a weak link in that chain that I need to work on. But if I didn't track this, and like Megan said, if I've just sold a mascara that week, I still put that in. So like this month has been a little bit weird for me. I've not been like on my game like I normally am this month, and that's totally okay. Sometimes that just happens. But like I was really encouraged when I sat down to do my weekly accomplishment sheet because I did more than I thought I did. Facts are not feelings, or feelings are not facts. So this is a great way of tracking the facts and collecting the data so that you know where your weak links in the chain are, know where you're strong, know your averages. So anytime that your director is asking for your averages, if you're consistent in keeping up with your weekly accomplishment sheets, you're going to be able to access that information. So like I've had people like in networking like try to come up and offer me a job, and my average per hour worked is between $75 and $150 an hour. I'm like, are you going to pay me $100 an hour?
Right.
Can I make my own schedule? Okay, love you, mean it, but no. I'm good. So highly recommend doing that. So that was it. So to recap about homework, you're going to print your discount cards. You're going to read your social media guidelines. You're going to bring a printed copy of your weekly accomplishment sheet, whether you hand wrote it out with a blank form that Megan gave you, or because you can actually go in and print your weekly accomplishment sheet out. And I do that. I have a couple different weekly accomplishment sheets that I keep in my dream book. One was like one of my best weeks ever, and then another one was kind of like an average week, so they can see like, hey, this is what I do on average per week. This is like my best week ever, so they can see like, here's the potential, here's where I kind of stay steady. And it like to put that on paper and to be able to show that like I might be making $15,000 a month in commission like Matheny is yet, but this is what I make every week. And it's really powerful when they can see that on paper, and you can export all of that too. So that's super important. And then if you just want to share some of your findings as you play around on In Touch Yourself, if you discover something new that we haven't touched base on. But I think any questions?